Today on the channel, we do it for science with the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles 2, Professor Perry 2-pack.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Secret of the Ooze Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 NECA unboxing and review. And today on the channel we got the NECA store exclusive Professor Perry 2-pack. But for all your NECA needs that aren't NECA store exclusives, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on in-stock items. Anything over $79. Does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. We know how that goes. And this went up on the NECA website, I don't know, a couple of months ago when we first did see this, I believe, San Diego Comic-Con, and then we saw it even more, I think, at PowerCon last year. And now here we are, late February, early March, I guess, depending when you got this in the mail, 2024 with this 2-pack here. And I think it was a wise decision to make this a NECA store exclusive. I don't think this one would set the world on fire on the pegs. I just don't see this one moving a lot of units, so it makes a lot of sense. Put it on a store exclusive, get people, the hardcore fans, an opportunity to get this, but not blow your budget and make too many figures that would maybe go to clearance or just peg warm for a long, long time. So I'm here for this with those rules put in place right there. And of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Professor Perry, he blinded me with science, of course, back in the day. And Professor Perry, of course, he blinded us with some science.
Science!
Yes, he did. He was a scientist, of course, working on the bad side of things. He was also in the comic books, but I think most people remember him for this, of course. At the end of the day, they remember him from The Secret of the Ooze, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. So let's dive in, though. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Let's see what's going on inside here. And we do it for science.
Science!
That's exactly what we do this one for. So shout out to Beekman from Beekman's World. Shout out to Bill Nye, the science guy. Shout out to Mr. Wizard. Shout out to Professor Perry. Shout out to science. There it is. But we got two scientists looking good. And you can pretend they're twins if you wanted to. But we get him in both of his garbs from the movie. All kinds of accessories. Big window box as well. Nickelodeon. Secret of the Ooze logo right there looking good. Uniform packaging with the Secret of the Ooze. Turtles 2 on the back. There's one glamour shot, and we got two glamour shots right there. Two different scientist-type looks, of course. And then on the back, there it is, more glamour shots. We got them around the turtles, all that kind of fun stuff. Logos, you name it, it's all back there. No blurb back here. Just collect them all. Includes interchangeable hands, full TGRI canister, empty canister, hard hat, lab equipment, clipboard, and two pairs of glasses. How about that? We're here for it all at the end of the day. I'm going to pull them out of the old plastic prison. Looking good. Got a little science laboratory back there. We're doing it for science, as this video, of course, the way it's going to go. And there it is, in plastic prison. Looking very interesting. But twist ties, so many, it would make Todd McFarlane on the couch blush. No doubt about it. I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to take it offline. We'll be back talking all things science. All right, we got Professor Perry out ×2. Let's dive into this one. Let's dive into the accessories first. And a lot of accessories here for science, of course. Going to fit in with any scientist lab you want to do. If you want to give some of this to Donatello, you want to use this with other toy lines, you can definitely do that. But we do get all kinds of stuff. We get a couple of these little, I don't know, little glass things here. Of course, you're building out like a science desk or something. You could put these on there. A little bit of a copper kind of color to them. So we do got two of those. We even got a little bottle here. Choose your own adventure, as we usually do say. We do get a couple of these, a little test tube action here. You get a green, a red, a blue, and a little holder for them. Each one of these is removable. Once again, great for a science setup if you need to do that thing. You get a little science jar here, a little green liquid in it. Once again, you get to choose your own adventure on that. We do get two TGRI canisters. You get one fully loaded, one empty. So who knows what he's up to? Who knows who's getting mutated today? But we do got two of those you can use here. Do got a beautiful clipboard. Can I read this clipboard? I cannot from my eyes, but it's always funny. You get the camera in here. We'll have it in the glamour shot. You can probably read it My eyesight's pretty good. It's a 20/20 with my contacts in at least, but it might be time for some bifocals. Who knows? But very, very tight writing on there. I will have it in the glamour shot, but it is a nice clipboard. One of these accessories, like a lot of this stuff, you could use with other toy lines if you want to. That is always really fun. Then we get 2 pairs of glasses for him here. I do like that. I get 2 pairs of glasses looking very nice. Clear lenses on these. Choose your own glasses adventure. You put one on each of them or use none. Really is choose your own adventure at the end of the day. So that's kind of the middle accessory pack. Then each one had a little bit of an accessory pack side by side of them. And we'll do this one. We'll do the old jumpsuit, almost factory worker like one here. We do get 1 extra hand. It is a holding hand. So I guess you can hold one of these beakers, one of these things with this hand if need be. And then we do get a little stand with another one of these little scientific beakers or whatever they're called here in blue this time, looking nice. And then we do get a little cup in case you want to drink a little something. So we do get a cup here with him. But now we get down to Professor Perry in his orange jumpsuit here, looking good. I love the hard hat here. I love that inside little band too that are very, if you've ever worn one of these hard hats, you know all about those bands underneath. Looks very, very nice, all in orange, looking absolutely beautiful there. Then we get old Professor Perry, and man, they killed it on this one. A beautiful head sculpt on here, looking very, very nice. I really do like the head sculpt. The face on this looks like it just came to life, really. You got that hair that's kind of flat and stringy down in the front, looking good. Very interesting face on here. Looks like a scientist, if that is a thing. I mean, it looks like Professor Perry, so a fabulous, fabulous face, head sculpt, whatever you want to call it on here, looking very, very good. TGRI on the back, TGIRI on the front pocket. Should say TGIF. Shout out to TGIF Friday nights. Oh, an all-timer. Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Perfect Strangers, Full House. We go on for days. Dinosaurs. There you go. He's got the TGRI band here right on the front there. His little credentials, I guess we'll call it those. And then we got the big jumpsuit over the top in a bright orange. But I love there's some like dirt. It's got like a grimy paint texture over the top. Makes it look like he's been in the thick of it in the factory or something. So it isn't a clean, bright suit. There's got some dirt to it as well. You got a gripping hand over here. Of course, open hand as well. You can shake a hand if he needs to. Brown shoes down at the bottom. Orange jumpsuit throughout. Of course, arms go all the way around for us. Side to side of the elbows. Double jointed pinless elbows. And I gotta say, possibly the smoothest joints I've ever felt on any NECA figure ever. Absolutely the smoothest joints like butter. Just moving absolutely amazing. No risk of breakage, no force, nothing, no powering through, no having to heat up. Just smooth joints. I absolutely love that on here. Waist articulation, big old splits if you need them. Leg does go up, bend at the knee, side to side at the knee. Legs go down, ankles back and forth, up and down. He's got a hole in his foot. Will he fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% at ringside, as we always do say. And what do you know? Fits perfectly here. I just got to figure out how to display this one. Definitely going to use the hat on him. I think he looks really good with that hat on. This is one of the cool ones you could use in different toy lines, things like that as well. He could just be a generic guy in your collection. Or, of course, Professor Perry in his orange jumpsuit right there, looking good. But when we think of Professor Perry, we think of him more like this. Now, we get a little bit of that with the bow tie and little shirt underneath, but this is what we think of in the full-on science outfit. We did it for science once again. Science! But we do get a hand, an extra hand with this one as well. We do get a little bit of this green, whatever you call it, I don't know, science equipment, I guess. And then we get another one, a little thing jumping out on the end here, a little red liquid in there. And then we do get another one of these cups over here. So a lot of rehash on some science stuff here, but if you're going to use him as in a scientist laboratory, you're going to use this for Donatello, you're going to use this in some other toy line. A lot of good accessories for people to use in some different things, I do think. But now we get Professor Perry, and I don't know about you guys, when I think of Professor Perry, this is kind of the outfit I think of him in. This is what I imagine. He's got the checkered shirt and the bow tie and suspenders underneath, like a young Stefan. No, we'll go Steve Urkel underneath here. Shout out to Stefan Urkel, though. Man, that guy was making all kinds of play with Laura. We know how that went. He does got his lab coat over the top. He got the TGRI tag on the front as well. TGRI on the back. Once again, beautiful brown pants, and he's got the high-watered pants as well. You know these professors, not high on fashion, needs a little bit longer pants there, and then you got the brown boots again, white socks down there. gripping hand, shaking hand over here. And then you get into the head sculpt here. A little bit of a surprise head sculpt, and I like they gave us a different head sculpt. And theoretically, you could move these heads back and forth if you want to mix it up, change it up, choose your own adventure at the end of the day. Same hair going on over here, but a more surprised face on this one, no doubt about it. Articulation identical to the last one, and the joints just as smooth on this one as well. So love to get these smooth joints on this guy. Professor Perry looking really, really good. Is it overkill to have 2 Professor Perrys? I guess that's a question that needs to be asked for the comments there. But I don't know who else you could have paired him with. I guess you could have paired him with another foot soldier, just army build foot soldiers, have one of him. But it is kind of cool to get 2 of these together. If the Turtles are your game, I think this is a must-have, especially if you're a Turtles 2 fan. It's an even more of a must-have. But of course, he will fit on a ringside collectible stand. Yes, he does. Use discount code Kyle. Once again, save yourself 10%. Got 2 of these bad boys right here. Between the 2, I'm going to go Scientist first, but they're very close. This is a fun figure, and a figure you could mix in with other stuff if you really wanted to. But I think the OG Professor look is the iconic look to me. I'm here for that. I did grab Donatello just to have right here, so you can kind of see a little bit of size comparison, and that definitely does work. Turtle's going to be smaller than humans all day long, and twice on Sunday, as we do know. But Professor Perry, a fun one. A very cool one here. Not one that I'm super, super excited for, but as you build out your Turtle movie universe, a must-have figure to be in your display. And that's where Professor Perry's going to go, into my display. But what about your display? Is he going in there for you? Is he going to do it for science in your collection? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like this very video. Always helps the channel to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel and my other YouTube channels. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you. If you can believe it, we got even more content for you over on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel, all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget my latest and greatest book, Jakks Classic Superstars, the complete guide. Up now on Amazon. Very, very soon on Barnes & Noble for the hardcover edition. Labor of love, if there ever was one. Very fun book to put together here. 700 pages, just shy of, full color. The entire line in a book. There it is, the complete guide to the Jakks Classic Superstars line. You can find it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And of course, don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Professor Perry 2-pack, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.